You don't just walk into a palace. You aren't invited to the Queen's private estate because you have a high net worth or a fancy suit. To get into that world, the world of bloodlines and ancient titles, you need a bridge. And Jeffrey Epstein's bridge was made of Maxwell steel. We talked about Ghislaine, the daughter of the man who fell off his yacht. In 1999, she did more than just manage Epstein's house. She handed him a prince, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the Duke of York, the Queen's favorite son. Andrew was a man who had everything but a purpose. He had left the Royal Navy, he was divorced, and he was bored. He was the perfect target for a man like Epstein, who specialized in filling the voids of the powerful. By 2000, the infiltration was complete. Epstein and Maxwell weren't just guests, they were inner circle. They attended a birthday party at Windsor Castle. They were hosted at Sandringham. Think about that. A convicted sex offender, or a man on the verge of being one, sleeping in the guest rooms of the British monarchy. But the real work happened in March 2001, London. Epstein and Maxwell were staying at 44 Kinnerton Street, a mews house in Belgravia. They brought a girl with them, Virginia Giuffre. She was 17. She was a locker room attendant from Mar-a-Lago, brought across the Atlantic for a very specific purpose. We've all seen the photo. The prince with his arm around a teenage girl's waist, Ghislaine smiling in the background like a proud aunt. They went to dinner. They went to Tramp, a nightclub where the elite go to feel untouchable. Virginia later said that when they got back to the house, Ghislaine told her, "You are to do for him what you do for Jeffrey." She described a man who acted as if having sex with her was his birthright. That is the word she used, birthright. It wasn't a crime to him. It was a perk of the bloodline. And the paper trail? It doesn't lie. Just a few days ago, the Department of Justice released the largest batch of emails we've seen yet. Emails from the Invisible Man, a man who signed off as A. In August 2001, A emailed Ghislaine from Balmoral, the royal family's Scottish retreat. He talked about being exhausted from activities with his daughters. And then he asked the question, "Have you found me some new inappropriate friends?" Inappropriate friends. That is the language they used. They weren't talking about business partners or math tutors. They were talking about human beings as if they were items on a room service menu. Maxwell replied that she was looking for girls who were friendly and discreet and fun. She promised him two-legged sightseeing for his upcoming trip to Peru. Epstein didn't just want to be around royalty. He wanted to own it. He wanted the leverage that comes from knowing exactly what a prince does when he thinks the world isn't looking. He was building a library of compromise, and the British royal family was the centerpiece. But Andrew was just the first domino. The network was spreading, and the names were getting bigger. When a prince asks for inappropriate friends, he isn't just looking for a party. He's looking for a way to lose his soul. And Jeffrey Epstein was always happy to facilitate the transaction. Stay tuned, because the bridge didn't just lead to London. It led to the highest office in the world.